Okay, so we're doing some more viral tattoo stuff here today, and we're starting with one that's I've seen a few times, and this guy I think does this stuff all the time, like lettering, custom lettering and stuff. And Buddy here, we got up here, looks like he's a veteran of this style of script. He's already got a few of these healed on his face. And I'll read what it says here in the caption before I react to this, and it says, thanks for the trust, was discussed for a year, placed numerous times, and very difficult to execute. Please be respectful in your comments. It says I fuck if you're struggling to read it. And I have no idea why you would want that. But it is like it's packed in there well.
Yep.
And I can imagine it was hard to place,
Yeah,
especially on the
around
nose.
Yeah, around the nose, and how like perfectly it's hugging that
Now,
nose.
like I'm gonna say, like no one is ever respectful in comments.
Never.
Literally never, and asking for them to be probably made it worse. Like I did not have a look at the comments section here, but I can imagine it's pretty septic.
Yeah, I bet it's mean.
Yeah, well, people are so fucking rude when they are not right by you. Like the things that are said in here would probably never be said in person.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't get this tattoo, right? I'm not trying to say that. But like, and I don't understand why, but I'm sure there's some kind of significance to it. Whenever you have somebody that's, first off, able to pay for this, I'm sure it wasn't cheap, believe it or not, and goes to someone who is fairly established for something like this. My default, being someone who understands tattoos fairly well, is that the guy is doing fairly well for himself, right? But like, and to be able to afford tattoos and have tattoos like this on your face, you must have a career
Of some sort.
you must make good money. I think that the default that most people come to is that he must be homeless or not have a job or
Some sort of inmate.
drug addict or any of these kinds of
on
things.
welfare or AISH or whatever your country's version of that is.
In a way, I find this tasteful, in a way, but like, I don't understand. We're in such a strange moment in time where it's almost like there's no too far anymore.
No.
You know, and so when, like, my classic example I always go to is like that Ninja Turtle one, because so many people were like almost blasting me for showing that, going, oh, that's obviously fake. It's not obviously fake anymore. Like, there's nothing that's obviously fake anymore.
Because there's someone out there that probably does have a Ninja Turtle
Well,
face.
and if they don't, they will, right? Like, it'll be tomorrow that happens in a relative stance. Like, it's like, there's nothing like it's, oh, that's too far to go. I've seen everything from, you know, full color insanity to I fuck, right? Like, it's just like, why would you, for me, putting fuck on your face is, it's asking for bad attention. Now, I know he's not doing that. Like, I don't think for a second that his intention is to get that.
No.
But like within our culture, it's,
well, who knows,
you know,
if English is even like the first language of the area he's into, like
it's also, to me, it's I fuck is a relatively new idiom,
yes.
right? So it's like that probably won't be what it is now for very long. I don't really like timestamps so much. Like, people want to say, like when we seen that what was it, the girl, the fucking the spits on the dick thing, what the hell was her name?
The Hawk-Tua girl.
Hawk-Tua, right? That tattoo was told to me a million times it was a fake tattoo, which, again, it's like, yeah, sure, okay, but like, it might not have been.
Right.
I've seen lots of portraits as face tattoos, and it was a convincing Photoshop. But like, I don't like doing things that are only funny for the moment, right? Like, it's like, if it's gonna be funny, it should be something that should be like that guy with the laser away on his face.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
great.
that's timeless. And the worse that gets with age, the funnier it is to me. Like, the more faded it gets, it's like the joke would be, okay, well, maybe he started lasering that, right?
Yeah.
You know, like that's always going to have the same kind of a feel to it. Whereas something like an idiom that's only relevant for maybe in this culture 2 or 3 months, like everyone suddenly started saying, that's crazy. Like, or that you got cooked, he got cooked. Like things come in and out of our vernacular very quickly.
Yeah, I was talking with my client about these little words that people are using.
Oh,
these
they
days.
come in so fast. It's
Yeah.
because of the internet, how fast things can spread. But then they're gone as fast as and everybody stopped using them.
Yeah.
Like everyone's a grifter now.
Yes.
Like literally everyone is a grifter now. Like if you say something that someone doesn't agree with, especially politically, you're a grifter. Like immediately, it's just, oh, he's a grifter. He's on into grift. It's like, where did that? Why all of a sudden? And then it'll be gone. So like to get something like that tattooed on me, especially on my face, it's like that doesn't make sense to me.
That's why I'm not like a huge fan of script tattoos. Yes, I have a few script tattoos, but
And by
I
the
think
way,
they
I'm
timestamp.
not being reasonable on this one because he asked me for it either. I'm always fairly sensible and I think I take a modest approach with face tattoos. I don't like talking a whole bunch of shit about what people's faces look like. You know,
Right.
and it's like it feels rude to do that.
It does.
But most people don't give a shit, and they will,
Mm-hmm.
right? Especially online.
Especially
So,
online. People are really...
I am very sensitive to this artist's request, but most people don't give a fuck, and
No.
they will be as hateful as humanly possible.
I've never understood. I've never left, even like to people who've said
I've never done it ever.
mean things to about me, about you, whatever. Like I've never ever felt compelled to leave a mean comment
I get
to
upset
someone.
when they do it about my family, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
when people talk shit about you when you first started fucking doing the co-hosting on here.
Yeah.
I took that, like, even like yesterday I had somebody say they wish that you didn't talk so much.
Yeah.
And then the next
don't
breath
really
I
talk
had,
that much.
an hour later I had somebody say they wanted to see you on the show.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're never going to be able to make everyone happy, and some people just want to bitch. So it's usually not the thing that they're on the screen that they're upset about.
the big thing is like Kevin left. The show we wanted to continue it, and so here you get me.
Yeah, it's
Like,
not a big
it's
deal.
just the way it
It's
is.
just an example of like, there's people are going to be unhappy no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, and so whatever's on their screen is just the catalyst for them to unleash their fury. You
Yes.
know, and most people are pretty upset. I think a lot of people are pretty upset about something these days.
Oh, always.
And they use whatever comes across their screen as a punching bag, and it has nothing to do with iFuck here.
Yeah. No, poor
Which,
Fuck.
as strange as the script is done, like it's very, very clean.
It is so clean, and I
Like-
just like really like the way it is on his nose.
That would be
So.
so hard to position.
Yep.
So if I can't say it's bad tattoo. It's not poorly done. It's just strange. I
Right.
don't know I'm assuming there was a deeper meaning to this. I maybe there wasn't. Whenever it's good work, I always want to be charitable.
Yeah, I really want to say that I'm betting that English is not the first like primary
but
language of where
it's
this
still
was
the
done.
same thing. It's
Yeah,
very,
of course it is, but
but like how clean that is, like from his eyelids being closed,
yeah,
right, and having that slant on the Y to be visible this way
Mm-hmm.
and be readable this way, placed this way. Like I can imagine this was put on in multiple pieces.
oh, probably one letter at a time or something.
Just stenciling this took skill.
Oh yeah.
So, let alone getting it this clean. Can you imagine trying to do this?
No.
Right. So that's where I said, whenever I see good work,
Even like
I
going
lead
over
with-
someone's eyelids like that, like is scary.
Oh,
the nose,
yeah.
like to line on that nose, like the curves and stuff, and like where the fuck do
any
you put
little
your
thing
hands?
going, his blocky script, but you'd have to thicken everything, and there was
Yeah.
none of that here because everything is the same size.
Yeah.
So it's very well done. So whenever I see good work, I always lead like charitable with it, you know?
Yeah.
This was not done in a basement, and the guy who did it did a good job. And I just think Buddy's got his reasons. I don't know what they are, but they're his, you know?
Yeah.
Not everyone understands my bullshit, that's for sure.
Nope.
So we got something on a lighter note here. Beavis and Butthead knee bangers.
This is another tricky kind of tattoo to do. I did some knee banger similar to this, but like a skateboarding kind of logo, and
Yeah.
it could be a hard place to tattoo.
I really like them. I want to see the rest of them though. But you don't need to know what this is.
Yeah, you know it's Beavis and Butthead, like
Right.
automatically.
Like with such little amounts of work, you get so much character.
Yeah.
Right? It's just instantly recognizable. And this says more about Beavis and Butthead's cultural impact on us.
Our
than it does
generation too.
Our generation. Because like whenever they bring it back, I'm always excited for a minute. But I don't think it'll ever be the same. I have the box set of the original run of Beavis and Butthead still. I saved it when we were throwing out all our shit.
Oh yeah.
Because like it's funny. Like it was
Well,
always great.
This is one of those things that, like, you know, those images that have like audio attached. And you
Oh
can,
yeah, I
like,
hear
it.
this. Hear this
You
image.
Hear this image.
I hear the song and I hear them giggling.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Like when that movie came out, that was such a huge deal in
Beavis
our
and Butthead
household.
Do America?
Yeah,
Yep.
like that was a huge deal. And I think the movie was awesome too,
Yeah.
by the way. They're actually bringing back King of the Hill, made by the same producer, Mike Judge.
That's something I'd probably watch.
I didn't watch the later seasons of it. I don't know if it was still good, but I think the original run of Beavis and Butthead was on it. It was very culturally well timed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was very into the grunge and like metal kind of.
And it spawned
Oh,
King of the Hill,
yeah.
Daria, like, you know, things came
for
out
sure.
of it.
Well,
right?
I think it spawned more than just that. I think that it's responsible for some of the Adult Swim that came after it too,
Mm-hmm.
even if it wasn't directly related in terms of the actual humor style. I think that adult cartoons were moved forward by like Beavis and Butthead, the early Simpsons, and
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is.
I agree.
I really liked a lot of the Adult Swim stuff later, though. The really random shit like Space
know
Ghost,
you
Coast to Coast, and Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Harvey Birdman. So,
And a banana. Yeah. Oh, I was looking at some of these earlier.
there's some really cool style blending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if this is maybe even the same artist I was looking at earlier, like the realism with the like kind of block art.
There's a few guys that do this. I'm thinking that that fucking cow head must have taken some time.
Well, and it's like it's not just realism, it's kind of like very close to micro-realism because it's so small.
Yeah, but it's spaced better than microrealism,
Yeah.
typically. And I love how fucking flat the tail is.
Yeah.
Like that tail is really funny because like you have this really cool dimensional kind of cartoony body and this super hyper realistic face and then just tail.
It's just like downgrading as you go. Like
Yeah.
it's just like
Yeah, the tail is
realistic,
literally just
flat.
but-
yeah.
still very clean.
Oh.
The tail is
immaculate.
incredibly clean.
Yeah.
Like just as a piece of tattooing, the tail is still really nice.
Well,
It's just really funny to look at.
And like I want to call attention to the
drop shadow?
the perfect drop shadows, and the shadowing underneath. Like this is just like a
The
masterfully
skillful
done tattoo.
gradient, right? Like that's especially the one on the back feet.
Mm-hmm.
Like look at the softness
Yep.
of that gradient,
Absolutely gorgeous.
and the balls of putting that there and knowing what it's going to heal to, because you're like, that is such a light shade.
Yep.
It's like holy shit. Most people won't even attempt that,
Nope.
and it's like, oh no, I know what that's going to be.
Yeah.
That's fucking masterful
Very
stuff.
confident.
Yeah, I think this is absolutely awesome. I would never want it, but like, I see so many styles getting fused together now because we've seen everything, right? So then I think some people will be like, well, you haven't seen this, and
Yeah.
they smash two things together.
And I feel like this, like stuff like this, is again like weird flash that they just have, and
I think
someone
this
sees it
person-
and they're like, I need that.
They probably do have small flash, but they probably do this on a large scale too.
Oh, probably.
So, and then what do we got? This
Oh.
one, this is like something like what Brick did with Ashland's rodeo clown.
Yeah, I
Like these
really
trippy
like
eyes,
this.
it really it
They,
does.
it screws
messes
with me
you.
every time these eyes are done.
Yeah, every time I see this and it's done well, it always does the same thing. Like my eyes are just bouncing all over the place looking at this.
Right?
And like I can't, it's hard to say where the eyes should be too.
I think the lower eyes are the ones, the original eyes.
Yeah, but then you look at it and you're like, it's kind of tricky, right? 'Cause, like,
Yeah. But I think her
if you
forehead
take that
is
away,
a bit
her
big.
forehead's too far away from the fucking lower
Yeah.
eyes, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like the forehead is placed to match the top eyes, and the mouth and nose are placed to match the bottom eyes.
Yeah.
that's how they achieve this effect.
Right.
Because you want both sets of eyes to be the right eyes. Right?
It's crazy.
I feel like if you brought that forehead down to where it should be in relation to the bottom eyes, it would throw the whole design.
Yeah.
Like
And
you wouldn't get the optical illusion.
again, this is a beautifully done small tattoo.
I would get something like this.
Yes.
Right, like then in contrast to the last one, I would actually get something like this.
Like
I think it's really fucking cool.
Yeah, it's a nicely, like, it's simple but like complicated enough. It has like all the points in there. We got enough black and enough light shading. I personally would be afraid of the lighter tones in the skin like just disappearing.
It's a little too soft to stand the test of time,
Right.
which is a funny term that changes depending on the artist you ask.
But artists who do this kind of stuff a lot seem to know where the level that they can do that it'll like heal properly. So I wonder, I'm curious.
I mean, I think
Always
it'll be
curious.
okay. I think like the nice soft shading around the breast and the clavicles and the neck there.
Oh, even the cheek area.
Yeah, all of that is really, really nice.
Beautiful.
It takes longer than it probably looks like it would take to do that.
And the lace work, like that's insane.
Yeah.
It comes down.
Like the lace work might run together a bit, but it won't really affect the overall look of the tattoo.
Just gorgeous though.
Yeah, I really like it.